Okay. So here, if you go into struts.xml, here we have defined an action called a product class com.simple struts app.myProduct. If it is returning a value success, in that case it goes to success.jsp page. So these can be called as result names. Success is one result name. Similarly, none is one result name. Error is one result. Input is one result, and login is going to be another result name. We have totally 5 result names. They are the default result, predefined ones. You can say one is success, other one is none, one more is error, one more you have input, and the last one is login. These are different result names. We have result names like this. We have none. Similarly, we have error. Then we have input, login. The last one is here success. Like strings, they get returned. So they are going to be getting returned in such cases. Okay, so they are going to be getting returned. And as far as the result types are concerned, there are 11 result types. One is dispatcher result. Okay, this is used to request the dispatch the request to other JSP page to include contents or forward contents. So this is the default result type. Dispatcher result we have. Then similarly, chain result we have here. One action can be triggering another action in this. One action is going to be getting triggered, another action in this. This is for what? Use it for. Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
hello?
yes, yes. Okay. So here there are 11 result types. 11 result types as far as actions are concerned. Overall, you have 11 result types. So in this result type, one is what? Dispatcher result. Dispatcher result we use to request the other JSP page. Similarly, we have here chain result. Chain result is going to be used for calling chain of actions. One action can be calling another action. So it is for the action chaining. One action can be chained with another action. Action used for action chaining here. Like that we use. This is called as chain result. Then one more thing is free marker result. We have a free marker result. In the case of free marker result, it is for free marker integration. Used for free marker integration. We use it for free marker integration. So here we are going to use FTL. We use either velocity or FTL, and one more thing is JSP. We can use any of these 3 templates. We can use any of these 3 views. FTL view you can have, or velocity view, or we can use JSP view. So this is going to be one other result type, free marker. Free marker is basically, it is a view you can create. A view you can create with the help of the free marker. So with the help of the free marker, a view can be created. Then similarly, one more thing, you have redirect result. See, redirect result, with the help of this, we can redirect to another URL. Use it to redirect to another URL. If you want to redirect to another URL, you can use this. This is what redirect URL. Similarly, we have here redirect action result. redirect here action result. So here in this is redirects to another action mapping in this. Okay, another action can be mapped with the help of this. Similarly, we have here stream result. This is another type of the result. This is going to be stream result. So this is going to be streaming and it streams an input back to the browser. So use it to stream an input stream back to browser. So for that purpose we can use it. This is stream result. One other thing is here velocity result. So velocity result is basically for velocity integration. It is for the velocity integration. Instead of using free marker, even velocity can be used. Then other thing is here XSL result. So we can use it for XML XSLT integration. XML XSLT integration, for that purpose we use. Okay, last one here it is plain text result. Sometimes we can be returning plain text. So we can be returning even plain text. So this returns plain text. Okay. These are going to be here. We have some result types, then dispatcher result, chain result, free marker result, redirect result, redirect action result, stream result, velocity result, and other thing here it is XSL result, velocity result, plain text result. These we have. These are going to be different types of results. Okay, now what we do, we try to use now here dispatcher result. We try to make an application. With the help of that, we try to use the dispatcher result in this. Let us try to make an application. So with the help of that, we try to use the here dispatcher result. So for that purpose, okay, before that, what I show you, see strut action chaining. We have here action chaining. You can see in this how we are going to chain the actions. How one action can be chained with another action, we can see in this. Come to SRC. In the SRC, we have here struts.xml. We have here struts.xml. There are two actions in this. So name is what? Struts action chaining extends struts default. Then result name equal to success, type equal to dispatcher, then dispatcher result.jsp is one. So next thing is here what? Action name equal to chain action. This is going to be here chain action. Then this is here class equal to com dot 3 dot then chain action, and again this is going to be here dispatcher action. It is going to be dispatcher action. So here we have in this two different types of things. One is going to be getting dispatched to here dispatcher result.jsp, type is dispatcher, and as far as the second one is concerned, it is going to be chain. Okay, so it is going to be dispatcher action. Now come to different actions in this. Go to SRC. In the SRC, we can find here different actions. One is chain action, other one is going to be here dispatcher action. Okay, so here what we have written? We have written like this. This is what exactly? It is chain action we are writing. In this, this is going to be, it's containing here execute method. The execute method is actually request.set attribute, company name is fxabs, request.set attribute, department, research and development, return success. Okay, so this is going to be returning success in this. Company is fxabs, set department, research and development, we are setting like this here. So this is what exactly it is going to be chain action. Similarly, if you look at the dispatcher action, here what happens? We set the request like this. Welcome to dispatcher result with struts. Request.set attribute, name is Sridhar, then country India, return success. So like this we are setting here. Here also it has a method called as execute. In other things also you have a method called as execute. Now come to the web content in this. In the web content we have a, here one is what here, dispatch result.jsp we have in this, and one more thing is your error.jsp, index.jsp we have there. If you come to error.jsp, it's going to show some internal error. As far as dispatch.result.jsp is concerned, it's going to take like this. It can take the value. We use property here again. With help of this, we can be binding the name, we can be binding here department, we can binding country, and we can bind the company in this. So these we are basically making in this. Okay. Similarly, if you look at the error.jsp, we have seen, as far as index.jsp is concerned, here we are mapping the, here this is going to be chaining of actions, and here automatically it is getting connected to chain action.action. It's going to chain action.action, like this we kept in the index. We set like chain action.action, so this action will be getting called in this. It's going to call this particular thing. So when we call this particular thing, what it's doing exactly, it's going to return a success. This one is going to be returning success. Here company name we have, then department name we have here. So whenever it is returning success, now come to struts.xml. In the struts.xml, what we do exactly, if the result is, here see, chain name action, class equal to com.tree.chain action, and here if result name equal to success, type equal to chain, dispatcher action we need to call. You have to call actually dispatcher action. So this action will be getting called in that. If you look at this dispatcher action we have here, so this is going to be calling the dispatcher action in that. Similarly what happens, you take the other thing in this. If you come to once again struts.xml, when we call this particular dispatch, when we call this dispatcher here, dispatcher result type JSP here, so JSP page is going to be coming. If you look at the index.jsp, here what we call exactly, we are calling the chain action.action. We are not calling their dispatcher action, but we are calling their chain action. So what happens, see now in this. Now let us start here.
Can you explain the chain action reaction? I mean, what is that supposed to, where's a class called action? There's a class called chain action.
Yes, see, you have two classes. One is chain action, other one is dispatcher action. There are two classes. You have two classes in this C. One is chain action, other one is dispatcher action. So in the chain action, you have a method called execute. There is a method called as execute. This we are going to invoke. We are going to invoke the execute method automatically. When you don't specify any method name, the execute is going to be getting executed automatically. Similarly, if you look at the dispatcher action, here one more execute method we have. This will be called whenever we call the dispatcher action. So execute method will be getting invoked there. Then after that, we are setting here the attributes. Name we are setting, here country we are setting. As far as chain action is concerned, here we set company and department. We are setting here company and department. So like this, we have here two different execute methods. One is in the chain action, other one is the dispatcher action. So first of all, let us come to this one. Let me start the Tomcat. start it. Okay. After that, let us start it. This is local host. Let it come. Fine. Come to host manager app. Okay. So click on this struts chaining. So it is coming into this one. Message received. Welcome to dispatcher result with struts. Name is Sridhar. Department Research and Development. Company FXABS. Country India. Like this, it's getting converted to chain action. It is coming into this chain action coming like this because we kept their chain action. We kept their actually chain action. So it is setting in that manner for us. It's giving here. Now, even if you try to see again, you're going to get same thing. Chain action is getting called in this. Now once again, come to code here. Then instead of calling the chain action, we come to index.jsp. Then here, let me call actually dispatcher action. Let me call the dispatcher action straight away in this. So I come to the index.jsp. Here I try to put dispatcher action. I made it. But after this, again I should convert this into
Say dot action after dispatcher action.
kept it. So now
Why do you have to say?
it's a convention. So go to this, then export var file, then followed by destination. This is okay. You can finish. Fine. Let me first of all undeploy that. Before that, I should stop it from running. Then I can upload it. I can undeploy that. Struts action chaining. This is. I just undeploy that. Now comfortably it got up undeployed. So choose the file, then again take the var file from this. This is struts joining, yes, var file, open this, then deploy. Okay, this started, click on this here. Here see department is not set, other thing is company is also not set here. It is set only here, the name Sridhar, then message received. Department is not set, company is not set, country is not country is set here, because these are coming from the action result. The other action from there we are getting. So since it is not set, we don't have values in that. Here, if you look at the chain action, so with chain action they are going to be set here. So within the dispatcher action.java, it is not set. If you look at this here, sorry. If you look at this here, we are setting only the name as well as country. We are setting only the name and country. So due to the, we are setting only name and the country, rest of the things are not set there. But if you go with the chain action, here they are also set. Company name is set, department name is also set. So like this, what is happening? It is going to be showing you the dispatcher result.jsp. It shows ultimately dispatcher.result.jsp. It's going to be showing actually, but first of all, what happens? It's going to be calling the chain action. From chain action, it is calling the dispatcher action. And in the struts file, what we have written, if it is dispatcher, in that case, what happens? It's going to be, if it is dispatcher action, it's going to show dispatcher result.jsp. If it is chain action, what happens? It's calling the dispatcher action. So what happens? First, we are invoking chain action. Internally, it's calling dispatcher action. When dispatcher action is returning a success value, it's going to return for us dispatcher result.jsp. Otherwise, if you straight away call dispatcher action, what happens? It's going to show dispatcher results, but without the other details. What details we have in this? If you look at this here, we don't have department name, we don't have company name. So department name and company name we are setting within the say action chain action. Here we are setting it. Company name and department name we are setting here. So like this, what is happening? One action is calling the another action in this. This is called as actually action chaining. So one action is calling the another action. Now chain action is calling here dispatcher action. Like this we set here.
Class is open. Two projects are open. This is confusing. Why do you have two different projects opening? There's two different dispatcher action classes.
Can you say please once again?
Why? It looks like two different projects are opening and you keep switching between them.
No. This time only for this. I need to, it takes time to write code. That's why whatever code is written, I'm showing you. I'm just trying to show you how the struts action chaining is done here. I'm trying to show in this. The project name is here, struts action chaining. So in this struts action chaining, I have written two actions. In every project, you cannot implement everything. Depending on the requirement, you have to implement it. Here I'm trying to show, in the same project, you may not implement this. Understood? So for that purpose, I'm using here the struts action chaining. In this I have written two different actions. One is chain action, other one is dispatcher action. And here I have written three different JSP files. One is dispatch result, one is error JSP, other one is index JSP. This project is going to be struts action chaining. See, in every project you cannot implement each and everything. Depending on the application, you are going to implement those. Everywhere this may not be required. In every project, you cannot implement every feature of struts. So depending on the requirement, probably implement it. Now here, that's why I have taken another project. In that I am trying to show you how action chaining is working. These are just, few examples how to use them. These are not going to be concrete applications. Concrete application giving is, example giving is impossible task, because we need to spend some 3-4 months to work on that project. It becomes a project actually in that case. If you have to get all the application with all the features, it becomes an application for us. So we cannot develop application, but I can show you here how they are getting connected. If you look at the struts action chaining, how I am chaining one action with another action, I am showing you in this. I have two classes, one is chain action, other one is dispatcher action. and I have here 3 JSP pages: dispatch result, error JSP, index.jsp. So using index.jsp, I am calling here the method dispatcher action.action. I am calling here. Okay, so when I call this dispatcher action.action, what is happening exactly? It is coming into look at the struts.xml file. In the struts.xml file, whenever you call dispatcher action, if it is returning success value, it is going to show you dispatch results. But if it is if you take the index.jsp, if it is calling here the chain action, in that case what happens? You go to chain action.java, it is going to call in that case another action. It's going to call actually another action in that. So whenever you take this execute, it's setting these values. But whenever you come into web.xml here, struts.xml, this is calling here dispatcher action. So chain action is internally calling dispatcher action. Ultimately, dispatcher action is giving you dispatch result.jsp. So like this here, one action can be chained with another action, or simply you can be calling just one action. So dispatcher action, straight away you can call, or you can call chain action. So in the case of chain action, first of all, the chain action execute method is getting called, that internally is calling the dispatcher action. So ultimately dispatcher action is returning for us index.jsp, dispatch result.jsp is getting returned here. So like this, one action can be linked with another action. In the other application, I am showing you this. This is what exactly chaining one action with another action. Here what is happening, when you call the chain action in this, it is going to call internally dispatcher action. So dispatcher action ultimately result gives us dispatch result. Thoroughly understood this concept here?
Yes, sir.
Understood this concept here, how it is calling actually. If you take the dispatcher action, what is happening, straight away it can show you the dispatch result.jsp. But whenever you take this chain action, internally again it's calling the dispatcher action. Ultimately dispatcher action is going to return us dispatch result. So we have written two different action classes here. One is chain action, other one is dispatcher action. Then if you look at this here, there are two different, say three different pages: dispatch result page, error page, index page. So in the index page, we are calling appropriate action there. We have written like this here: URL dispatch action.action. In the beta tag, when you put like this, automatically it can be getting redirected. Whenever you want to get redirected with beta tag is part of the head actually. So whenever you want to get redirected to some kind of page or some kind of action, you can specify there. Here we set like this: URL equal to dispatcher action.action. So with the help of this, it's getting automatically connected to concerned action. So meta tag is part of the header, which is nothing but part of the HTML page. With the help of that, you can be getting redirected to another page or another action. Here we are going to this action here, dispatcher action.action. If you put chain action, all the data you are going to get in that. Now once again, if you run this here, what you are going to get, you are getting only these: welcome to dispatcher result with struts, name is Sridhar, department is not set, company is not set, but India we set here. Even if you click again on this, same thing you are going to get. So we are coming into index, from index again is getting redirected to dispatcher action. Okay, now here what I do, I can be changing. I try to put this as chain action here. See here, again I put here chain action. So with this what should happen, chain action is going to be, chain action first of all is setting here company, the department. It is setting company and department, and in the struts what we have written, whenever it is here a chain action, we are going to call the dispatcher action. When you come into dispatcher action, in this what is set, look at the code, further we are setting here request.set attribute name, request.set attribute country. In the chain action itself, first of all we have set company name, department name we set, but in the dispatcher action further we are setting name, we are setting, and country we are setting. So because of that, we get all the four things. We get the name, we get the country, we get the company name. Then one more thing is what? We have one more thing actually. So name, country. Then in this, here in this we find department also. Company name, department, and country. All the things we are going to get whenever you call the chain action. But whenever you call dispatcher action,
Pojo class. Where's the Pojo class with all these different variables?
here I am not using Pojo class, action class I am using in this. This is action class. In this action class, you have here, this is nothing but action class. Here we have, I am not using any attributes in this. I am not using attributes. Straight away with the request I am setting it. Request is going to be HTTP servlet request it is. With help of request I am setting it. This is what HTTP servlet request and request it is. So I am creating a request object. With the help of request object I am setting these values. With the help of request I am setting these values. Ultimately this will be sent to page. Here see HTTP servlet request it is. So request.set attribute, request.set attribute. With the help of this I am setting the attributes here.
Where is the department attribute declared though? Where is the data structure declared?
See, it is I am setting attribute. I don't require data structure in this. Request is going to be a predefined object. It takes the attribute as department. So I created an attribute department. With the help of that, I am sending data to the other. See, what is the other one in this? It is going to be other action, dispatcher action. I am setting. So ultimately, with this request object, what happens? It is going to be sending to response also. So request is basically HTTP request object. Further, I am setting the attribute, company attribute, department attribute. Attribute is not actually field. In the case of Pojo class, you can set field. But here, this is what I am setting an attribute, company attribute and department attribute. I can set along with the request here. So along with the request, you are going to set company and department. So these ultimately will pass it to the response. You are getting in the response ultimately all these things. If you come to dispatcher result.jsp, here you can be getting all those values. You can see here request.name, request.department, request.company, request.country. We are going to get them. So initially, what is happening with the here see with the chain action, when we call this particular thing here, to the request object is setting here a company and department. So internally, this is going to call the dispatcher action. When it comes to dispatcher action, further dispatcher action is going to set here the name and country. It's going to set further name and country attributes. Now we have 4 attributes. Ultimately, these will be sent to the dispatch result. When you take the dispatch result, here we have request.name, request.department, request.company, request.country. So like this, 4 attributes are set to the request object. Request is basically incoming request. When this page is called actually, then this page is requested. So from the requested resource, these values are set. Request.name, request.department, request.company and request.country. Like this, it's going to be showing you data here. I did not use here Pojo class. Instead, I have used here a action class. I've taken here action support. With the help of that, I'm making it. I'm not using here Pojo. Without using Pojo, with the help of the action support class, I'm making this particular thing here. So using that, I could actually call one action from the another action.
Share the code with me, okay?
Yes, I'll share. I'm going to share this. So now itself I'm going to send this. This is this is what exactly, what is the file? Struts, Java struts. Okay. So from this is going to be chaining. Did I share yesterday's application struts app1?
So.
Did I share that with you?
I don't think so.
Okay, sending that also same time. One more thing is here just now. Struts chaining. Okay, struts action chaining. Make it. Now take this. share this with you. How to
And the link where we can download all these videos would be nice too.
okay. Yeah, I'm sending this. Yes, I've shared with you what these things. You want to download these videos?
Download all these videos.
Okay, I'll send you link. For all this, I can send you link. You can download from that. After some time, I send you link with all this Java related stuff. Okay. So now let us come to the other type in this. We have seen there how dispatcher result is working for us. How dispatcher result is working for us, we have seen in that. Even how action chaining also, we have seen how it is working. Now let me show you how to make free marker result type. We can use here now free marker result type. So for that purpose, first of all, whether we have required lib files or not, let us check in this. This I minimize. Okay, I come into struts app1. In this, whether I have free marker libraries or not, I check first. You have here free marker library. So using this free marker library, we can now use the free marker template in this. We can make a free marker template now here. So let us try to make another application for the free marker. For free marker, we use here another type of application within the struts. But all these DLLs we need in that. We require all these DLLs. Without that, we cannot do. So go with this, then go with the new here, followed by here a new application we make.
Hello.
Name it as. Hello Gaurav.
Hello, sir. I'm sorry I could not make it yesterday.
Fine. Today we try to make it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a habit to get up that early, but I'll try to. Today for sure I will.
Okay. So this is going to be struts free marker. Try to make in this. Finish this one. Yes, we require E perspective. Free marker application we are trying to make now in this. This is going to use the free marker template. Instead of using JSP, we can use here free marker template. One of the result types, as I was saying, is here free marker.
Are you
Dispatcher
solving are you solving some problem, sir, or
it is problem solving in the sense how we use
no?
technology that I am demonstrating here.
You
Dispatcher
are
result.
demonstrating struts?
Yes, dispatcher result I have demonstrated. Then chain result I have demonstrated. Now I am trying to show you free marker. So how to use free marker result type? How to use free marker template? I am trying to show you in that.
Okay, okay.
So it is going to use here free marker template that I am trying to make in this. So for this purpose, first of all, we require the libraries. So what libraries are required? We take from the struts app1. So whatever libraries are in this, they are working fine. We copy all these jar files, we put in that. Very first thing is what? We need to have a jar files. Set of jar files are required that we copy and we put in the free marker. Struts free marker. In that we need to free marker. We take and we put in the web content folder. In this you have a okay.
So you mean you are doing dispatcher servlet?
Dispatcher is over. I have shared with you. Dispatcher I have shown you. One more thing is action chaining I have shown you. I have shared just now some code with you. Now this is going to be free marker result type. Here result type is what? You have free marker result type. Result type is what? You have 11 different types of results. So depending on the result value, it can be success, it can be login, it can be input, it can be error, it can be none. Normally when it is success, we show these kind of things here. So one of the result type is what here? Free marker. In the case of dispatcher, straight away you are going to show some view page. In the case of chain result, what is happening? One action can be calling another action, that is with the chain result. Now here free marker result we are going to use. So in this what happens? It's going to show you free marker view for us. It's one of the views. JSP is one view, free marker is one view, and one more thing is what? We have a velocity view. We can have three different types of views. JSP view we can have, or we can have plain HTML view, or we can be having a free marker view. One more thing is velocity view we have. All these are the four different types of views we can use. Here now we are going to use the free marker view in this. It's called an FTL template. How we create JSP pages using JSP, correct? In the same manner, you can make the free marker template. Now let me take them and try to put into the lib folder of this free marker. I just paste all the required libraries. All the jar files are kept in the lib folder in the webinf. So let me first of all create here webconfig file. I can be, it's webconfig in the sense web.xml file is required for me. So here initially I can be making here, okay, I want to make first of all some action class. I'll be making some action class. Okay, this is, I can use the action class as called as here free marker action I want to make. Come to this, then go to define here a new class file I want to make here. I can make here a new class file where I'm making in the src. Try to make this one. So go to new, then in this other, and here this will be a class file make. So I try to put it as class name as, instead of saying complete free marker, I put it as f marker, then followed by dot java. But I want to create some kind of package for it. The package name is going to be com.stream. I put like this, com.stream. Then this way within that package I try to put the class called as fmarker.java.
I thought the .java automatically got entered when you create a class like that.
Yes, correct. Fmarker.java comes automatically. Com.stream I kept here, click on finish. So it's getting created. But for action class, you need to have some.
Where can you get all these jar files, sir?
Jar files, actually you need to search a lot for them. I have sent you all the jar files along with the application. Now you got all those jar files.
You said?
Yes, just now I shared some applications with you. So with those applications, you got them, I think.
Okay.
Now coming to this class. So the class is okay. It's not used it, never used, and here also it's not used. Now this is going to be class fmarker, and if you come into the other one, I take here chain action. So in the chain action, whatever I have taken, I need to put in that. Okay, take like this, then come into this part. F marker we take here, then after that extend in this way. Okay, but it is going to ask, there is no serial version. We implement that, no issue. We are going to implement this one here. So the F marker, the action result should be implementing the required method. Let us try to add unimplemented methods. We do like this one, we are implementing this here. We implement this one here, then followed by here even servlet request also not required for us. In such cases we don't require this. We don't implement the interface in fact. Okay, we just take the action support that much only. Delete it. Fine. Then here we can implement serial default serial version ID. We put here. So it is using the default serial version ID. Delete this part. We have set like this. This is F marker extends action support. We have taken like this. Now here I want to use something like here private followed by string. Here I put like EMP ID, EMP name followed by EMP department. I put like this. So I'm going to put these things here: EMP ID, EMP name, and EMP department. I'm trying to put here. So we need to write here setter and getter methods. We need to write here getter and setter. So for that purpose, we can click on this here. We can click. This is better actually. Instead of we write, we can do with this. Go to the source, followed by generate getters and setters in this. For all the things we can set. For serial version ID, we don't require EMP department, EMP ID, EMP name. We can generate all getters and setters automatically. It has created for us. It created for us setters and getters. Automatically, it has come here. So these are available. Get EMP name, set EMP name, get EMP department. Like this, we have set the required setters and. Yes, Gaurav?
How do you create automatic?
See, for creating automatically, once again I delete this and I show you. I can delete this. After that, I right click on this. Okay, then go to source in this. From source, you can go to generate getters and setters.
Right click and go to source and
Yes.
then
Generate getters and setters. And again in this further, you may not be creating all the all the get and set. You may not be creating. Sometimes you may create only get. If you want to get only, if you want to generate only get, you can use only this one. Otherwise, if you check this, both getter and setter are going to be created. Every time we may not require set method. If it's a constant value, we don't require get method, set method. Okay, that means if it's a something like constant, you don't require set method. In such case, it becomes what? Read only variable. So in the case of read only variable, you can use get only. You need not use set. So like this, automatically we would create now here in this. It's creating for us automatically required getters and setters. Okay. So next thing is what here? I want to create here one important method called as execute. I should create here now execute method in this. I have to create execute method within the F maker. So I want to create here one method called as execute. Here write public followed by string, public string. This is here execute. So followed by here write throws exception. Put like this here. Followed by in this, either you can return a constant success like this. Like this you can return, or you can return here like this, return success. So this is a constant defined as success. Internally this contains this value only. Either you can return a string like success, or you can return a constant success. See, this is internally the value of that is going to be what? Success. This is the best way of using. You can use just SUCCESS. Everything is in the capital letter. If you use that, it is going to be consistent. If you try to put here, if spelling mistake occurs, instead of putting only double C, sometimes you may type only single C, that can be giving you problem. So you can use predefined constant. This is a predefined constant part of the OpenSymphony.xworks, xwork2.action.success. There it is defined as success. Seeing this, Gaurav? Hello, Gaurav?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So it can be a constant or it can be a literal. You can use a literal like success, or you can use a constant like this. Constant internal is containing the success value. Like this, we are trying to use this here. Save it now here.
So
Okay.
this is not literal.
This is a constant value. Internally, it contains this literal success, a value contained like that. But this is a constant value. Constant we created type. With the type, we are returning value. This is more consistent when compared with the SUCCE If you miss some either C or S in that, definitely it's going to be confusing for the action class. So therefore, try to use this one. Return success is going to return internally success for us. Now come to the, this is what exactly action class we created. Action class we created. Now let us try to create here index.jsp. Let us try to create here index.jsp. So go to this and try to create in this. Why it is showing this kind of error? Okay. Since I kept these two which are not required, probably showing like that, some kind of warning for us. Now warnings everywhere that disappeared. Okay. This is an action class we created. This is going to be F marker, is going to be return type, like this we created here, a action class. So next thing, we need to create index.jsp file. Come into this, try to create here index.jsp, part of the web content. So go to new, then followed by JSP file here. In this, I create index.jsp. So small I try to use in this index.jsp. I can create in this. This is a JSP file I want to create. I'm trying to create here index.jsp followed by here. So here I want to create, first thing is here page directive I have used, followed by tag lib I use now, percent, then at the rate, right like tag lib, tag library, here URI equal to, this will be struts not tags. So it is coming with the help of IntelliSense. Prefix equal to, we use this as here, yes. So
Why you write struts dot text?
because I want to use here struts tags. We have struts,
Oh,
4 different types of tags. I want to use them in this HTML page now here.
because you are using struts here. That's why.
Struts tags I am using. See, tags actually they reduce writing up more and more code. In HTML, how you have tags in the same manner, struts also has its own tags. They get converted to HTML format later on whenever it's sent to browser. In that case, it's converted to HTML tags. But this is a convenience for the programmer. In whatever manner programmer would like to do, can do easily because these are more comfortable when compared with the HTML tags. Example of FreeMaker template. So this is going to be example of FreeMaker template. Now here, let me use the form. I want to use here a form of the struts in this. Here use S followed by form. Here it should be action. What action it should be get invoking for us? The action name must be, just now we created an action called as F marker. We created F marker in this. We have just F marker. I haven't kept actually the extension F marker only, kept it. Simply I am keeping here F marker. So index.jsp come into this. Here we keep the f marker. Then followed by here method is what post method I use here. Method equal to this will be here post method. Try to use here post method in this. Now let me press, and I need to close the S form also. This form I should be closing, then slash S form. Now inside this I can add the required content. So I can use here a text field, then I can connect with the variable in the action form there. Here write S colon text field. We use here text field followed by attributes I need to set here. Label equal to what are the different variables we used in that. Let us come to fmarker.java. They are going to be first thing is emp id, emp name, emp dept. So those names you need to have here in this. One is what emp id, emp name, emp department we have there. So therefore here write enter emp id. So this is going to be enter emp id followed by we need to have here name. What is the variable name in that? It is emp id we have. Emp id you can set like this. This is the first field we created. Similarly, try to create here one more field. Just put br break tag we put here. Followed by we try to put next field in this. I copy this multiple times. So total I require here 4 things. The last one is basically submit purpose. We use submit, and one more thing reset. With the help of that we can be resetting values also. So here I make this as it is not text field. Last one is going to be submit, and this one is here what reset. Again here the closing also must be not text field, but this should be submit here, and here this should be reset, and it is not associated with any field of the class. So what we do, we just delete here. We are not going to associate with anything in that. This is here what we do, submit form or reset form. Instead of having enter emp id here, this is going to be submit form, and this is what here reset form you can have in this. Reset form like this we can have here. So for the text field now we created like this, and we are going to call the f marker. We are going to call f marker. This method is post. Like this we created the form. Here we created in this manner. So this is going to be a form for us. Overall it's having these fields. First thing is say emp id. This is here, every time it's not emp id, it should be emp name this time. Emp name, put it as here emp name. One more thing is here emp department. Put it as here emp dept. Before you finish, just cross check with the class in this. Whether column names, whether fields names are they correct or not. emp name, emp dept, emp id we have in this. So in the index.jsp in the same manner we have set. So we created now index.jsp. When you fill data in the index page and when you submit, it goes to the f marker. So in the f marker we haven't specified any method, so automatically it goes into this one here. What is that exactly? It's going to be here execute, which is going to return a success value. Okay, so we created action, we created index page. Now next thing must be, we have to create a struts file. Now we need to create here a struts file. Let us create the struts.xml. Okay.
You mean we have to create a controller?
No controller. This is we use here action class. So action class we are going to use. We create struts, from there we are going to be returning it. It's only XML file we are trying to create. We are just trying to create XML file in that.
Oh, just a simple
Yes.
XML.
Copy this XML file, existing one. Instead of do everything we do from scratch, we can just copy. We can set here. So this one in the src root itself we can put it. I think this is the struts free marker. Take this, then try to paste in this. Now we have here struts.xml, but here we need to change required things. In the struts.xml we need to change here. First of all, we have a package. Package name equal to, you can put some name in this. Package name equal to, you can write it as struts free marker, you can put. Okay, struts free marker. Then here in this, you should be using the action. So what action exactly this is? Action name equal to, write this as f marker.
The name of the package doesn't need to match the name of the package in Eclipse, does it?
No, not required. So this is what f marker we can use in this. Then we specify the class name in this. Com.tree followed by, this one is here. Action name you can put something different here. Okay, so here what I have used it in the index.jsp need not be like this here. This is, we can put something different here. Employee you can put here. Action name is going to be employee. This action we can put in the struts.xml. This is what exactly employee I put here. This is here employee followed by, in this what I said, com.tree.f marker. This is. So like this I can be making the class name. Then after that, so here the class name is what exactly f marker I have taken. When result is success, I should be returning. This is not required for me because straight away I want to go with the free marker in this. When success it is, type is what exactly I want to use here. The type as now free marker. This is not dispatcher, not chain. This is what now free marker I use. We can use free marker, then followed by, we require now here a template for the free marker. Free marker file is required in this, that we need to create. You have to create now here the free marker template class. We need to create here. So let us try to put the file as here. I want to make this as here. I want to make this one FM success. FM stands for here what? Dot followed by FTL. I want to use this as here FTL. If the result is this time being, I want to comment because we haven't created any error page. Otherwise we can create error page. In the error page it can be kept. It can be like that error.jsp. So let it be error.jsp. Here in this I create one error page also. So go to new, then in this JSP file I put this as error.jsp. We finish it. So in the body we put this as h1, then internal server error, put like this. So we put like this, we redirect to error page in such cases. In the struts.xml we kept like this. So result type is what exactly? Free marker. So in such cases we send it to fmsuccess.ftl page. Into that we have to send. Let us try to create now the required FTL page. Let us try to make the FTL page in this. For creating FTL, whether it supports, let me see. New, other we take here. Okay. It's not giving us any provision. So therefore what we will cancel. Once again come to this. So try to make new in this, create a file. New file, this is the file name. I want to put that as, what is the file name I kept in that? I think FM success. .ftl. I created that file. So FM success.ftl I created, finish. If we come to the struts.xml, it's kept as here FM success.ftl. Now in the FTL we need to write like this, less than percent followed by @taglib user URI equal to, try to use slash struts followed by tags. We put like this. The next thing, prefix is going to be for us here. Yes, like this we use the prefix, then followed by close this one here. So we are going to show like this. This is the FTL template we are trying to create. Next thing is here HTML. We put like this. Then here inside this we use body. Okay, then followed by here this is H2 we put. Okay, then here we try to write free marker template usage. Free marker usage for views. We put like this. Then after that we put a BR. So next thing is here we use HR, horizontal ruler. We can set here. Then we try to use some language of the free marker, and in this we write request dot followed by code, then question mark exists. Okay, this is the tag of the FTL. So it is not code basically. Fine, this should be what I have written. This should be what I was creating in this. In the file name is what for us? The class name fmarker.java. In that we have not EMP code. I think EMP ID is required in that. EMP ID, EMP name, and EMP DEPT. We need to check for that. So request dot, in this we write here EMP ID. If it is existing, then in such cases we try to print it. So this is going to be, first of all, let me put here slash if. Like this I can put it. And here paragraph I put here, followed by this is EMP code, then colon this is, and I want to show with the bold. Then here dollar expression I use here request dot EMP ID. Okay, EMP ID I can use. Then followed by once again here the bold tag I close. So EMP code is going to be here, EMP ID we take like this. In the same manner, I use here we use like this. This one should be this time it is EMP name. So this is going to be EMP name here. Put EMP name in this. Try to put like this. Once again, here we take and paste. If it's existing, in such cases, EMP DEPT we put here. And here also it should be EMP DEPT. And this is employee department we put. Okay, we made like this. Then at the end of this one, we try to close the H2. I think H2 got closed already for us. H2 we haven't closed it. Okay, fine. Try to use here /H2, then followed by use one more HR tag in this. HR tag I can use here. Then after that I put a href equal to, again I should come to index.jsp if required. Index.jsp, then this is go to index. Like this we make, then followed by close with anchor tag like this. Then you need to close the body /body. Then other thing is here /html we make. This way we created here the template. This is FTL template we created. We created here HTML FTL template. So now close this. What happened here? The application is created for us. Let us try to put this into let me export this to, sorry, before that I need to have a webconfig file. I should be having a webconfig file. Without that I can't do anything. So I should go to webconfig file, then I should set the webconfig file in this. So let me go to webconfig, let me create the webconfig file. That is going to be web.xml file. I create, this is copy and coming to this point, then try to make the webconfig file in this. So paste in this, here in this web.inf file, the web.xml. So this is going to be welcome file is here in this index.jsp we have in this. We try to use here, in this we use this as index.jsp file. Okay. We make like this index.jsp, then after that try to make this. Okay, then export to WAR file. Don't optimize. Struts free markup. We finish it. After that we come into this. Here it is. Okay. Once again, come to the file here. Try to choose This is struts, not here on the desktop. I use here where file, click on open, then deploy. Access denied. Yes, reason is I need to sign in once again from this. Without signing in, cannot do anything. Okay. Now once again, manager app. But how it says, what I do, I just once again come into like this, come into this manager app. And in that case, why how it says, I think I need to restart this one, otherwise struts deploy. Click on this. It's giving like this here EMP ID. Say EMP some 100. I put here an EMP name, department ID. Put like this. Then click on the submit here. It says like this here. EMP code EMP 100, then EMP name Shemant, department is IT, so it is coming into free marker template like this. It's coming into free marker template, go to index page. Again you can come to index page. So like this time we can be trying with different value. EMP, this is 200, we put like this, followed by stream we put here, then EMP department is finance. So click on this submit here, you're coming into this one. So it's showing you for us the required FTL template also. Showing on the FTL template the required data.
Why does it show the taglib part though? It says taglib URI equals struts FreeMaker.
Yes, yes. No, why the problem is coming, we need to solve. Why it is coming, we look into that. But template is coming up for us in this. We are getting the required template. Okay, so we are able to show on that. Further we discuss on that tomorrow please, because now it is some 7:30 for me. Why it is showing, try to find out that what is the reason. We solve that tomorrow, no issue with that. We'll be doing it tomorrow. It should not show there, but we'll solve that tomorrow, why it is doing like that.
Okay.
Then I'm going to this. I share after some time this code with you. The video also I'm going to share. So this is what exactly
What's the advantage of using FreeMarker? What do you get out of it?
We are getting, see, HTML content we are getting with FreeMarker. How we do here, in a different way we are rendering data here. Data rendering is going to be different as far as FreeMarker is concerned. It's one of the templates like JSP. It's one of the template language I can say. FreeMarker template language, with the help of that you are rendering content. Similarly, you have velocity. Velocity is one more kind of actually template. With the help of that, again, you can render content. See, everything you can do with HTML. Why you do with JSP? Because JSP is better. So similar to that, FreeMarker is better and velocity is better, and different conditions we can be using them. So these are all nothing but different types of template languages.